Schoology, a piece of the LSR-7 digital learning environment. Meet LSR-7 teacher, Mrs. Donaldson. She loves using Schoology. It is where she facilitates learning in her classroom. Here, she has access to curriculum and resources to simply drop into her courses for students to use immediately. Mrs. Donaldson can also create her own materials just as easily. For example, in Schoology, she can transform learning by incorporating the 4 C's by posting discussions and assignments. She can also use the assessment feature to gauge student learning, both formative and summative. She can individually assign different activities to different students based on their needs. And she can invite students to publish their work in a media album and use the comment feature to ask each other good questions. In addition to district and teacher-created content, Mrs. Donaldson has access to single, sign-on, purchased resources such as textbooks, online programs, and even openly licensed educational resources, OER. Mrs. Donaldson also collaborates with teachers district-wide using Schoology groups. Together, teachers discuss upcoming curriculum, exchange activities, and work as a team to create content that aligns to LSR-7 curriculum. Furthermore, Mrs. Donaldson can also join and collaborate with other educators from all over the world. When it's time to assess student learning, Mrs. Donaldson can view individual data in 2 ways: through the traditional gradebook format or through the mastery format, which shows student progress by learning standard. Meet the learners, parents Martin and Paula, elementary student Elise, and high school student Henry. Meet Elise Learner. She's a 3rd grader who loves school. Elise struggles with reading. It helps Elise comprehend directions and concepts when her teacher includes audio or video recording. Elise is learning to stay organized by using Schoology's updates and calendar. First, Elise notices an update about the day's schedule. Then she clicks on the calendar. It looks like the PTA ice cream social is tonight. All right. In math today, Elise created an illustration of a multiplication array using Google Drawing. Then she published it to a media album to collaborate with her classmates. In reading, Elise was able to make a text-to-self connection with the current book she's reading within the Schoology discussion. Then Elise commented on 2 classmates' posts. Next, meet Henry, a high school freshman. He likes using Schoology because it's his one-stop shop for his calendar, assignments, and course materials. All of his teachers, coaches, and school leaders leave messages and announcements to facilitate communication for a variety of events. Immediately, Henry gets a glance of today's learning because his teachers have already made updates. In addition, Henry checks his calendar. It shows everything that is coming up at school, as well as personal entries such as his work schedule. Academically, Henry has 24/7 access to interactive online tools and embedded resources that his teachers have posted for him to use. Henry's math teacher designs units with student choice in mind. Henry thrives because he is able to own his learning. For instance, Henry can choose between several resources or activities to enhance and demonstrate his learning. Throughout all his courses, Henry has a variety of options to reflect on his learning from teachers' feedback. When Henry turns in a Google document, teacher feedback is embedded within the document. Within an assignment, Henry's teacher left specific feedback for Henry to respond to. Henry can resubmit his work as many times as needed. Some teachers have created and embedded rubrics with learning objectives, so Henry knows the teacher's expectations and can view his progress. Henry can go to the gradebook to see a snapshot of individual grades. Within the mastery area, Henry can see his progress according to learning targets assessed within Schoology. Finally, Henry and Elise's parents, Martin and Paula, appreciate the digital learning environment because it helps them to stay organized with their two busy kids. In the past, Paula spent too much time guessing which medium to check, to juggle everyone's busy schedule. Now, she simply logs into Schoology to see both of her kids' grades, their mastery learning, their calendars, group updates, and upcoming assignments. Paul and Martin can actually look at their children's digital work online. As you can see, the LSR-7 digital learning environment allows everyone to work together to meet the needs of each student.